It's March 29th, JLD here, and welcome to MSTR today. In this show, we talk about diversification. We talk about fear versus greed, Warren Buffett versus Michael Saylor, strife explained. We do a deep dive there. And of course, I have an epic video of Michael Saylor waiting for you. This video is not financial advice, but please do comment below. I want to know where you're watching from, what you're thinking, any questions you might have. Just comment for support. Thank you in advance, and let's dive on in. All right, today's first post is from Michael Saylor himself, and it's all about diversification. Michael says, diversification is selling the winner to buy the losers. And this is the BSE return. You can see that MSTR, 2,526%, and every other stock pales in comparison. NVIDIA was up there for a bit, but of course, that's come back down to earth. And of course, MSTR is going to be very volatile, up and down. But as you can see, it's just not even close, going all the way down. The fateful eight, as I believe they call them now these days. So just a thought, selling the winners to buy the losers is not something that Michael Saylor recommends. Chris wants us to know that nobody wants MSTR at 300. It's an empty door, no line at the door. Everyone will want MSTR at 3,000. They'll be piling in. We're here right now, obviously. We're at this place where there's not really a line at the door, but we're already going to be inside this room when this line happens outside at MSTR 3000 for sure. So this is exactly what happens with fear versus greed. Right now, everybody's fearful about the market, about stocks, about Bitcoin, about equities in general, about just global, tariffs and all that jazz. But when the greed comes, and the cycles always happen, this is the reality. Let's move on to another post from Chris, who says, when it comes to Bitcoin, who would you be more wise to follow? One, the man who has fumbled almost every tech stock. Or two, the man who is double majored in aeronautical and the man who is double majored in aeronautical and astronautical engineering and predicted the rise of Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Google, and Netflix back in 2012. All vote now. Obviously, Warren Buffett's had an amazing career and just amazing results over a long, long time horizon. And I definitely commend him for that. But today going forward, I'm on Team Saylor. It's just a reality. Let's talk about MicroStrategy, sharing that I used to play Monopoly a lot as a kid. My dad had a simple strategy. It seemed aggressive, but it worked 90% of the time. He would target the oranges. They're not the most expensive property, nor the cheapest. They're balanced and well-positioned to pick up rents from players leaving jail. Once the oranges were acquired, he would strike hard and fast, building as many houses as possible, as fast as possible. Sometimes this would mean he had hotels before other players had even collected a set, quickly bankrupting them before they could establish anything of their own. This is how you win Monopoly. You buy the set and build a hotel straight away, leaving your competitors in the dust. This is what we're doing with Bitcoin. This is why we're moving so fast. New York Ave, Tennessee Ave, and St. James Place. Let's go. All right, Jesse has some news for us. He really wants to break down strife. Saylor's huge new move is STRF, which of course is strife. Strategy is a pump designed to accelerate capital flow from the bond market into Bitcoin. This is how Saylor will source $3 trillion of bond market capital to buy Bitcoin. Thread explaining it all. And here we go down right here. Strategy announces strife to tap directly into a $300 trillion bond market. And of course, now the Bitcoin holdings are 506,000 and change. And we have MSTR, Strike, which is for convertible debt, and strife, which is fixed income. And this is going to tap the 300 trillion of capital in the bond markets. Boom. So the bond market, 2% convertible debt, 98% ordinary debt. To date, Strategy has sourced capital via individual convertible notes. Now they've added Strike and Strife. And here's a little graphic showing you exactly where we're at right now. Gold's at 16 trillion. Bitcoin's going to eat all of that. A lot of this. and Strife is going to be eating a lot of that. Don't believe me? Listen to Saylor tell you, and this is Saylor just quoting, there's 300 trillion of fixed income, so I want 1% of it. He is thinking about this graphic. It's why he shows it in every presentation. And by this graphic, they're talking about this graphic right here. Here are the key details of the Strife announcement. This is a fixed income offering packaged as a preferred stock offering in order for Strategy to easily and continuously raise capital to buy Bitcoin. And then this just goes into the details on it. And again, it's all about just different ways to raise capital to buy Bitcoin. What's with the name? Perpetual strife is not a financial term. Saylor is giving a huge wink to Bitcoiners and the Bitcoin PR concept of a speculative attack. And then here's what's the strategy here. And then they kind of go into some details about this. Of course, I'm going to be publishing this into the show notes below. So go ahead and at your leisure, check that out. Jesse says, the design of Strife is clear. This is intended to be irresistible to fixed income portfolio managers, higher percentage annual dividend than Strike in exchange for no embedded call option. So there's no embedded call option whatsoever. It's a higher percentage of annual dividend, 10% annually. What remains to be seen? Will it be priced like Strike, creating a 12.5% annual dividend for initial buyers? How much demand for initial offering? When and how big for a Series B? When 21 billion at the market program? And when ATM expanded to 3 trillion? And then some more details here, details and outstanding questions about it. And you can just kind of go through this here. Strategy is a pump designed to accelerate capital flow from the bond market into Bitcoin. Here's a summary of Strife and why it's key to Saylor converting 3 trillion of bond capital into Bitcoin. Hit me with any questions and follow me for threads like this. And then this is like a 4 minutes and 15 seconds audio and video clip from Jesse if you want to watch that. Again, the link will be in the show notes below. So thank you for this, Jesse. And I will say this, we have a great video coming up from Michael Saylor as soon as we get back from thanking our sponsors. So check it out. I know we're all looking to stack more Bitcoin and MSTR, and to do that, we need more fiat. So let's chat about our sponsor, ShipStation. We all know the market can seem pretty chaotic at times, but if you're in charge of order fulfillment for your business, you already understand chaos. While we might not be able to help calm the chaos in the market, ShipStation is here to help when it comes to shipping and fulfillment. I've used ShipStation to easily automate shipping to customers around the globe. My favorite part about the platform, managing orders in one simple dashboard makes an otherwise massive task feel pretty darn simple. Plus, ShipStation not only integrates with the services and selling channels you already use, it's also the fastest, most affordable way to ship products to your customers. ShipStation hooks you up with discounts up to 88% off UPS, DHL Express, and USPS rates, and up to 90% off FedEx rates. Calm the chaos of order fulfillment with the shipping software that delivers. Switch to ShipStation today. Go to shipstation.com/MSTR to sign up for your free trial, or click the pinned comment below this video. That's shipstation.com/MSTR. And thank you for supporting our sponsors that allow myself and my team to continue to produce these daily videos for you for free. Now back to the show.
Okay, and so in this particular case, Bitcoin is here. It's a viral, exploding digital energy network covering the world. It's spreading like wildfire. It's unstoppable. At this point, your choice is you can ignore it and let someone else benefit from it, and you can hope that your enemy doesn't control it, or you can dance with it a little bit and flirt with it, and maybe you make a little bit of money and you get a little bit of power, or you can embrace it. And if you recall, what they say about John D. Rockefeller is he was bullish on oil at the bottom, bullish on oil at the top, bullish on oil in the middle. He was always the buyer. He was never the seller. When the entire rest of the world thought oil was crazy, it was too volatile, it wasn't profitable, he believed that the future of the nation, the future of Standard Oil, was petroleum. And because of that dogged determination, the United States was the energy leader when World War I came along. We were the energy leader when World War II came along. That's why we're speaking English right now, because we embraced the idea of power: nuclear power, electrical power, chemical power, air power, naval power. The 21st century is going to be defined by digital power. Bitcoin miners are spitting out digital power by the exahash. We should control, we should own the network. And Bitcoin is digital energy. Only one nation can own the majority of it, or the great plurality of it. It's either going to be us, or it's going to be our enemy, or it's going to be the next future superpower of the world. And that, you know, why are they going to be the superpower? Because they're the ones that embrace digital energy. And why are we not going to be? Because we depended upon donkey carts and steam engines, you know, and antiquated technology. It will pass us by. The digital energy network is the network of the AI economy. The AIs are going to think a million times faster than us. There's going to be a million times more of them. They're going to be a million times smarter than us. They're going to want to move digital energy on a digital network with a digital asset. Whoever owns, controls that network is going to be the beneficiary. I think it couldn't be clearer right now. This is an opportunity. We can buy the entire thing for a nickel. It's nearly free for us. And then we'll make $100 trillion off of it. Or we can ignore it and we can all just raise our taxes, cut our costs, work harder, and lament the fact that every time you see some schmo that's worth infinite money, and you look and you're like, how could that person be worth so much money when they just seem so stupid? You know? You just remember, they moved to Silicon Valley and they made it by using a computer. Satoshi gave us money on a computer. We should accept the gift. We should not give the gift to our enemies or our frenemies. We should just take it. It's free. Thomas Jefferson bought Louisiana Territory for a few $1 million. Nobody knew why we needed the Louisiana Territory or Texas or California. I think we're lucky we have it. Seward was considered to be a moron. Seward's folly. Don't buy Alaska. What's in Alaska? There's nothing in Alaska other than $1 trillion of oil. People can't imagine. They're like, well, I can't imagine living in cyberspace. You know, you can't, but the AI can. And the AI is going to be doing all the work shortly. That's exactly where they want to live. They want to live in cyberspace. So if you don't want to buy it, you know, because you think it's useful for you, buy it because it'll be useful for them. And otherwise, it'll be Russian and Chinese AI bots living in cyberspace, dominating the network, and not us. So I think it's there. It's ours. We should take it. It's manifest destiny for the United States of America.
And there you have it, another episode of MSTR today. Here's my receipt from yesterday. Did not buy the bottom at all. I got a 0.694 share of MSTR at $304. This is my buying $210 every single trading day of 2025. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I'll be revealing my entire portfolio, where it sits. So that'll be pretty interesting for sure. And listen, when there's days like there were yesterday, there's going to be a lot of fear, uncertainty, doubt. Everybody goes from we're going to the moon to we're going to zero in 24-hour span. That's just how this world works. We just need to sit down, zoom out, relax, and just know that over time, this train is going up. I truly believe it. I truly believe it's inevitable. That is my true belief. And as Michael Saylor loves to say, there is no second best.
What's the second best? There is no second best.